Correction officers, what's the most absurd item an inmate ever smuggled in? We once had an inmate who managed to smuggle in a fully functional smartphone inside a loaf of homemade bread. Now, phones are one of the most commonly smuggled items, but this one stands out for sheer creativity. And how we caught him made it even funnier. The inmate, let's call him Tony, had just returned from visitation with a loaf of bread, which his mom brought in. Nothing unusual there. Homemade bread wasn't banned at the time, and it wasn't uncommon for inmates to get baked goods from family. But from the second he walked back in, Tony was acting strange. He was cradling that loaf of bread like it was his firstborn child. He wouldn't let anyone else touch it and carried it everywhere. At first, we thought he was just being protective of food. Some inmates get territorial, but then we noticed him talking to it, whispering into the bread like it was a phone. One officer joked that he must have gone nuts in solitary. We did a cell search and found nothing out of the ordinary, but during a routine shakedown, we confiscated the loaf and decided to slice it open. Lo and behold, out falls a smartphone. His mom had molded the dough around the phone, baked it, and somehow the phone still worked. Here's the kicker. We caught him texting someone right before we confiscated it. The first message we saw, "Gonna call you soon, bread's almost done." After that, homemade bread was banned, and let me tell you, the other inmates were pissed. Apparently, Tony's mom was famous for her baking, and the bread was something everyone looked forward to, but Tony ruined it for the whole block. That phone survived baking, and made it inside a prison without anyone noticing until it was too late.